Hey guys, today I reviewed a ranked match from every rank in Brawlhalla. I started at 1400 elo and each match I reviewed was 100 elo more until I hit high diamond. I hope you all enjoy. Okay, so I've got 7 replay files. We're going to be going one at a time, lowest elo to the most elo. The lowest is 1430 on the list and the most is 2343, and that's like semi-pro level, but I'm still going to coach and kind of review these replays. So let's get right into this. So this first one, we're watching Spider-Man Yo. They're on, I think that's a Giro. I think. So this is a pretty close game too. So let's take a quick look. By the way, using dashes pretty well for silver. Nice true combo there. So this is like silver 5, I don't know, gold 1. Right away, I don't know why you're side sigging. Maybe it was a misinput, meant to side sig the other way. Give him the benefit of the doubt. This is Ocean servers or whatever, but servers don't really matter. Elo should be the same. Nice nair going for the recovery. Good down there. Wow. Actually, good gameplay for for high silver here, low gold. Yeah. Also, one thing I want to keep in mind is this guy's side taking. The only reason he didn't get this punish, by the way, we're watching the Giro here. Only reason they didn't get the punish is because they're in the air. If you are playing more grounded, then you're going to have access to more movement options. So you're going to be able to get those punishes a lot easier. So guys, if you're watching and you're lower, when you're practicing punishing, which most gold players should be, and plat players and even diamond players, everyone should always be practicing it. Try playing more grounded or play on soft platforms or one jump height max. Just having access to dashes and whatnot, you're gonna find it a lot easier to get punishes on people. Same thing here, right? This guy's side lighted, but because he's in the air, it's harder to land down there. But if you're doing dash jump down there, it's a lot easier. Or just hitting side lights, though you hit the end light. Same down there here. See right here, he was able to get the punish because he dash side lighted. Having that movement is key. So that was a clean string there. But yeah, a big reason this Orion was able to build up damage is just because the Giro was whiffing, not because the Orion's good. Good side air, but same thing, tons of jumps here. Orion is giving tons of space. Land on the ground on the left. Like, the Orion's dash jumping away. Land, but he's daring. And then side sigs the other way again, so now I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. Good side air. Just very floaty gameplay. Just got to get better at playing grounded. It's a good down there, and I know side players like playing off stage, and it seems like he's actually really good off stage. But yeah, just practice playing grounded, and it's just gonna really help with neutral in general. His rewards, his combos seem really good. It's just neutral in general that is lacking. Same thing with that side sig. Like why did you side sig? Side sig for no reason. This isn't a punish. It's just risky and random. Same thing here. Why are you like down airing so early? And he's already like a full jump height in the air. Like, he just needs to be playing more grounded and practice avoiding attacks while being near the ground. Good down there. Nice. Same thing there. His best punishes have been on the ground and just hitting dash side light. Just practice jump fast falling and like empty hopping, right? It's what Stingray does a lot. It's a great way of staying in the air and on the ground at the same time. So either way, the Giro won this, but really what the Giro lacked was having ground control and practice punishing while being on the ground. The only reason this was a close game is because he was whiffing a ton because he didn't have options trying to punish in the air. Now let's go into a bit higher gold. So we're watching the Mordex here. By the way, you'll see a theme. People don't like sending replays where they lose, even though I'm reviewing them. If you want to send replays for future videos, join the Discord. Link is down below. So again, we're watching the Mordex here. Just want to make that clear. We're watching Scythe again, so we can see the differences. Same thing, a lot of jumping in neutral. Playing more grounded, practicing movement options is very smart. This was a comeback game, so that's good. We can see what he does wrong in these first couple stocks. This is one mistake a lot of people make. Even though the Zerial whiffed here with the side air, because Mordex is in a position in midair that doesn't give you movement options to help make punishing possible. A punish here is impossible. If it straight up is impossible. So Mordex needs to recognize this in the moment and make a decision. I'm not going to go for a punish. I am going to go to the right side and reset neutral, but instead goes for the punish and gets hit for it. And a lot of people do this. It's just attacking in disadvantaged states, just recognizing it. And even I struggle with this. Everyone struggles with this, but you have to really notice it in situations like that. It's just easier at a lower level just because it's way more obvious than what pros deal with. Same thing here. Zerial side airs, more like side airs. Those aren't punishes. You can't punish like that. And what is that GC downlight? It's just risky, and then you're still in the air, and then going for attacks. Big reason, just not having stage control. Really need to recognize it and reset. See, that N-Sig does the exact same thing, by the way. Dude, N-Sig, this Zerial can't punish it because Zerial's in disadvantaged state, goes for a side air, and then gets the N-Sig. So just recognizing that momentum, I like to call it tempo. When you use an attack that your opponent can't punish. And so it gives you tempo. And just recognizing that fundamental to Brawlhalla and learning about it. Not getting caught in your opponent's tempo and using it yourself. It's more of an advanced thing to think about, but it's something that affects all gameplay, and it's something that's affecting this gameplay. Same thing here. Zerial side sigs, that's tempo. You shouldn't be side airing. Side sig, that gets the punish because he used the movement option because he was on the ground and got his dodge back. Good down air. Nair was risky. And dies really early. So, actually, okay. So he brings the game back to a 0 to death. We'll take a look. So definitely knowing optimal combos. There's more that needs to work on combos, and then also discipline. Nice D-light. Why are you side sigging? It's just fishing for kills. Good neutral air, goes for another signature, almost dies for it. The Mordex deserve to lose this game. We'll see what happens now, because turns it around. That was stupid. Nice recovery. Nice recovery. Nice weapon throw. Could have down aired. The Zerial could have made that back easily. Not going for stupid signatures. Nice. No stupid signatures. Nice. Why aren't you playing like this the entire game? And it gets it. Clean. Now we're on 1600 elo. So we're going up. We're going up the ranks. We're not doing it just like silver, gold, plat. There's a lot of differences. So I like how we're doing smaller increments. By the way, more grounded gameplay, which I like to see. Using dash pretty well. Good try on the punish. Yeah, not too comfortable with orb. Right away, nice dash side light, then goes for the combo. I like to see it. Good. Nice dodge in cover. Nice side air. Nice down light. Very clean stock. I will say with orb, just being more comfortable with playing on the ground with orb and not committing randomly. That side light is committing. That side light as well. Like, why side light here? Look where the Orion is. A good player punishes that. And light whiffing like that is bad too. Nice side light. Yeah, just a lot of whiffs. A lot of whiffs. Being more patient and just waiting for your opponent to miss. And using movement and baits to get your opponent to miss. But more specifically, use movement to get your opponent to miss. And then when you have advantage state, then use baits. Like, why D-sig there? It's just randomly fishing. Why? Then you don't have a dodge. Yeah, it's just risky. Well, you could have chase dodged up and made it back. Okay. Risky. So yeah, the biggest thing in this is like, this gold player knows what they're doing. It's just, she doesn't have patience on orb and is not comfortable with it whatsoever. And even on sight there, like, why side light? Orion's above. Why would you side light here? Let's keep watching. Why end light here? Even if they're above. Why side light there? I get what you're trying to do tempo, but not when you're right next to them like that and it's even. Especially on Lance, it's free stairs when you're covering back the stage. You can get a lot of punishes and disadvantage, say, on Lance if your opponent doesn't know what they're doing. Bad side light as well. Just a lot of whiffs. A lot of whiffs. The N-Sig is a bit risky. That wasn't true. The stock above, but still. Nice down there. But the gameplay is getting a lot better. You're seeing there's definitely a lot more optimal combos. Just doing more research and watching combo guides and whatnot to improve. Maybe watch some pro gameplay. It's getting a lot better. It's going to use some more better movement using dashing. And these players are playing more grounded, which is good. But yeah, just still a ton of whiffs. Even if you're a stock above, you never know what can happen. It's not very smart. I like that weapon throw, but not that time. When you do those weapon throws, it's only when you know a weapon is spawning on stage. And a weapon spawns on stage when there's only one weapon. See, by the way, just for notice, this scythe despawns, then a weapon spawns on stage. So you can recognize it, and then you can use a weapon throw, but only in that situation. Other than that, it's not optimal, because then you just lose your weapon for a while, and then they can weapon starve you, like what's kind of happening here. Same, D-Sig was risky. Side light there just completely whiffed. Side light whiffs. You need to know your combos there. Okay, now we're actually in Plat. We're watching a Wushang player. Let's take a look. This was not a close game, and I hope it gets better and better, which it should. Sarah and Light was nice. I don't mind the extension. Ground pound's a bit risky, but yeah, and the roll instead. Okay, not much I can review there because he hasn't gotten hit yet. Nice downer. Why would you submit a clip like this? I'm flaming this person. Cobalt, dude, it's not a flexing contest, dude. You're Plat. If you want an opportunity for me to coach you, don't just send an experimental replay. It's meant to ranked. If this isn't experimental, then I don't know why you're playing this guy. But let's see some issues. Right away, I will say Cobalt is overextending a lot in inefficient ways. That side light as well is not smart. It's tempo coming from the roll-in. Wasn't in the position to punish it properly, and just got tempoed. But know your combos. That downer was weird, and yeah, that was clean from roll-ins. Getting a little too cocky from Wushang. I think it's actually pretty similar gameplay to what we saw last replay. The only difference is I think the Wushang's more confident in putting combos consistently. But other than that, we don't know because it's a bad replay. It's a bad replay for me to coach. Okay, now we're on 1980 elo. This is like high plat, low diamond. We have two games that are similar elo, just an 80 elo difference. So we'll see if there's that much of a difference, but there should be still. Who are we watching, by the way? Which is probably the cross. Yeah, Lacturo. We're watching the cross. Okay, let's take a look.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
By the way, it goes for the weapon. I like it. And like goes to the downer. I wouldn't have gone for that. It's not an optimal follow-up, but it's not bad. Nice parry and punish. That's great already. Look at this. Look at the dash. And it was kind of like a dash cancel. Holds back. Do you see that movement right there? A little jiggle. A little jiggle. Just parries, punish. I like that. And I like going for side light there too. Tons of tempo off that move. It's a free follow-up. And if it doesn't hit, you're not going to get punished for it. Nice spot dodge, punish. Great stuff. It's getting a lot better. Ground pound was a bit of an overextension. That side sig is risky. Especially, you have a lead, but you don't have that much of a lead. So, being disciplined, not going for stuff like that. Better players are the punished. That Ensig there's actually worth it, because he's in a disadvantaged state. It's a good option. That was good from the Wushang. Nice dodge. I would like these. Okay, goes to the blasters. Nice dash jump side there. Gets the KO. Everyone's sending replays where they won just because their egos. SMH. Let's keep watching. We can see what they can do better. I like that. That was clean. That side sig's still an overextension. Rest of it's very clean though. That's a good side sig. And that's a clean end sig. Loses a stock here. Let's see what happens. Nice side seg. Whiffs the punish, but yeah, still kills. I'd say the whole thing holding the cross back most would probably be discipline. We haven't, like, we're seeing a lot of overextensions. So a good player can just wait the cross out, and another good player can wait the cross to do something stupid, and then just not do something stupid while in advantage state. So like right there, like, why are you ground pounding? Even if you're like a full stock above, right? That kind of disciplined. If you're on the same stock, cross might have issues dealing with that. Same thing with those end sigs, going for D sigs. It's good tempo, but good players won't fall for it. It's actually super winnable from the Wusong. Just started walking into his stuff. NT. But yeah, we can't coach that much when you guys don't send me replay files where you lose. Next one we got Beery. 2050, so pretty similar elo. Oh, they died the first stock, so we can definitely see some issues there, and then we can see how they turn it around. By the way, why are you weapon throwing? What does that do? Why? He's not even on the ground when you start the weapon throw. Why is the Vrax weapon throwing? What? What are you guys doing? And right away, there's a lot of attacks happening. That's an overextension. So, big problem with this D-light, Vrax could have side lighted right here. All you gotta do is just know what you're doing. You shouldn't follow up with moves that stall your momentum. D-light stalls your momentum, and it's not confirmed. That's confirmed, so it's good to go for that. And that Sarah doesn't stall your momentum, so that's also a good option. That wasn't true at all, but it worked. Clean ground pound. That shouldn't have worked. A lot of that also happened just because the Scarlet was dodging in. Caught a dodge there. Jump dared immediately, by the way. This is a wake up. You see that down there? You didn't do that. If you went away, you would have reset. Went in, dodged in. Yeah, just consistently doing that. I have no idea why the Vrax is off stage doing those end sigs. Why go off stage against a hammer in the first place? No clue. And yeah, clean down sig. Just good way of getting the KO, especially on a small map like Small Pro. That ground pound's also really risky. Puts you in a disadvantage state on Lance. I just wouldn't put yourself in a disadvantage state whatsoever. That side light is risky. That down air is risky. That down air is also risky. This Vrax isn't even good. Just a ton of moves that you're stalling your momentum and you're whiffing. That was good. It worked at least. Might not have been a good option, but it worked. That sider's a bad sider. You weren't even close. And that side sig worked. That was clean, but there was no dodging whatsoever. Yeah, I actually want to go back to that combo. Just to show you guys why it's actually not optimal. Not against good players. Side light, down air. Vrax could have dodged that. Side light down there. Then Vrax dodged in, so that was good. And then that jump scare was actually good. I don't know why Vrax didn't dodge the first one. It was 4 dodge frames. And it's a free get out. But whatever. The Dare D-Light also was not true right there. That's 2 dodge frames, so this Vrax just isn't dodging. The Dare and Light, what? This Vrax is garbage. And yeah, the Scarlet just completely wrecked him. So yeah, right there was a lot of overextensions with moves that would stall your momentum, and it worked there because the Vrax wasn't doing anything, but against better players, it's just not going to work. Now, we're on a 23-43, so this is a big jump. Nice sider. That other sider was an extension. Nice weapon throw. That's risky of a ground pound. Nice GC downlight, nice down air, nice side air. Those are clean extensions. You're constantly holding momentum, and it works pretty well. And you can just wake up with end lights, so it's very safe. And then I killed immediately really quick. A lot of pressure from Yiku. How you deal with it and how I beat him consistently is you just wait him out to do a stupid move, because every player does stupid moves and you punish. And by wait out, I mean use movement, use attacks that bait people out, so attacks that he can't punish. It's not just like literally waiting. It's just fighting games. It's just let your opponent do something stupid and be there to punish them for it. And getting your opponent to do something stupid is key. And Yiku is just over pressuring his opponent, and his opponent doesn't know what to do. The opponent's just going for way too many attacks. Yiku's just getting punishes for free. And just random attacks too. On Koji, you can almost like spam because everything's a bait, because it's like so much dexterity. So that's kind of what Yiku's doing. So that's Sair, and there's just a ton of whiffs. Like, take a look at this. Yiku is using attacks that have a ton of momentum, like side air. Opponent whiffs, gets a free punish. That's kind of all it is. Against a player like that, you just keep waiting them out until they do something committing. You don't go for them if they're going for something you can't punish. You only punish things if you know 1000% you can punish it. That's kind of the ruling. And like, yeah, why is the Wushang or whatever... What is this weapon throw? What? And then it's GC... What? Just weird. But yeah. Anyways. That's reviewing VODs from every rank in Brawlhalla. Everyone kind of sent me games where they won. But you can see the difference in gameplay. You can see players learning to use combos. And then you learning to punish. And learning to use movement. And staying more grounded. All the way until learning the right combos, learning how to use tempo, and overwhelming your opponent with high dexterity like Yiku did. There's many ways to play this game, but you saw one of them. You saw how Yiku took everything that you learned, and you literally learned from just climbing the ladder, no different than what we kind of did watching this video. And you can see Yiku kind of mastered that kind of stuff. And then there's a whole nother level going pro. Yiku made a ton of mistakes, and I beat him for them. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
You play like you're on cocaine.